So Journey to the Center of the Earth 2 came out in 2012. And there was an original, Journey to the Center of the Earth, that came out in 2008. That was a very bland movie, basically just meant for schools to take notes and stuff. And it was successful, so we got a sequel. And the first one was very bland, pretty uninteresting too. Not a whole lot to say. The sequel, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. In this movie, you have Josh Hutcherson. You have The Rock as Josh Hutcherson's dad. And then you have Josh Hutcherson's grandpa. The guy that played Josh Hutcherson's grandpa is like an older Indiana Jones. But it's played by the guy who played Alfred in The Dark Knight. This movie is insane. And now I might describe it as insane, but just because it's insane does not 100% make it good. Is this movie good? Not by any means. And this is a very basic movie for The Rock to appear in, and it fits right into the stereotype of, yet again, The Rock ends up in a jungle making the same exact expression. He's like, making the same exact uninterested expression in some sort of t-shirt. Very interesting. It's like The Rock ends up in those situations every single time he's in a crappy movie like this. First it was this movie, and then it was like, I don't even know any other movies, just basically every movie he's in. And, this is a very basic movie. Because you have Josh Hutcherson, he's not being a good boy. I can't remember the character's name. But, yeah, he's just being a baddie or whatever. There's a motorcycle chase at the very beginning. Which, I mean, it looks horrible, and it's very cartoonish. But you kind of just enjoy, because, this movie is, not taking itself seriously. Or maybe it is. I couldn't tell. But, yeah, so he eventually gets let off by the cops because The Rock plays, the chief, and then The Rock is Josh Hutcherson's stepdad. Yeah. So then The Rock is like, yo, son, want to do something later? But then Josh Hutcherson's like, I have to go to, another country. And then he's like, nah, but he's like, okay. And then they just go to, this random country, and they're like, we'll be back in a couple days. And then, they're not, because, I don't know, because, they go to CGI land, where you have all these bad CGI bugs and crap. And at one point, they're in this jungle with this, they're in this jungle, right? And you just have, out of the shadow, you have this Indiana Jones shot, where this guy in a fedora, with a fedora, and he just looks like Indiana Jones. He has a whip, and he's like, were you guys gonna applaud, or something like that? Such a pain. Okay, so then, but this explorer guy is played by the same guy who played Alfred in the Dark Knight trilogy. And the funny thing is, this movie came out only a little bit after he was Alfred in the Dark Knight. So he went from being Alfred in the Dark Knight to doing Journey to the Center of the Earth 2, which is pathetic. And if you want to watch this movie, you can find it in the Unholy Dungeon, that is the $5 bin at your local Walmart. And there should be a double feature with both of them in it. It's quite sad. This movie is quite bad. And, so yeah, you have, just marinate with that for a second. You have The Rock. Okay. Alright, so you have Josh Hutcherson. Josh Hutcherson's stepdad is The Rock. Josh Hutcherson's grandpa is Alfred from the Dark Knight trilogy. And this is all bad CGI, and it's early 2000, early 2010s, it's just written all over it. It's bad. And even though I describe it as this big, epic, insane thing, it's really not. It's the concept that's insane. The actual execution of the concept is beyond trash. I mean, it sucks. This movie is abysmal. If you have to watch it, I mean, okay, but it's just not worth it, man. This movie's bad. I hate this movie so much. All that aside, yeah. So, if I had to rate this movie, I'd give it a 40 out of 100. Nope. Well, actually, yeah. just the fact that this cast and where they're in their roles in the movie is going to give it a 35. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this, 35 out of 100. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.